Assalamu alaikum en 'n hartlike welkom by Proe. Ek is Abidah Dixon, Mohamed en vandag kuier ek in die kombuis saam met Safwaan Rorick. Hallo julle. Kyk hier, julle het mos nog gesien verlede week het ek mos nou lekker gesels met daai antie met die naam van Abidah. En ek moet vir jou sê daai antie kan dan vir jou lekker kook. Maar kyk hier, toe ek sommer besluit ek vind sommer nou mooi uit by die skoonseun wat nou natuurlik die seun is, want ek hoor hy is net so 'n goeie kok. Toe dink ek nee, wag man, kom ons gee vir hom 'n kans. Laat ons kyk hoe lyk sy skills vandag. En sy naam is Safwaan. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Nou Safwaan, ek hoor jy kan so kwaai kook, so het jou vrou gesê, is dit waar?
I hope so. I really do.
Okay, ons gaan vir julle gaan kyk net, dan gaan julle sê of dit nou waar is. Nou Safwaan, wat maak jy vandag vir my in die kombuis?
Okay, so today we're looking at making Mexican chili, creamy prawns and chicken. So we're going to keep
And
it
chicken.
and chicken. So we're going to keep it separate.
Wag, laat ek gou vir julle sê, hy het my nogal verbaas want hy het vir my gesê hy het 'n paar van die shows gekyk en hy het toe nog gesien dat ek en dan kan maak eet die pronsie. Toe was hy nogal so slim genoeg om nou prons te maak en hoender. Te kwaai. Shukran
Have fun,
Safwaan.
Auntie Abidah, no problem. Okay, so I think a good point is that it's just to show how versatile the recipe actually is. You can
Okay.
make it with prawns, you can make it with chicken, you can do it with crayfish, you can have it with rice, you can have it with pasta. But today we're going to make it with a quick 10-minute garlic naan.
Okay.
And yeah, we're ready to get going.
Dis nou al die ingredients wat ek sien hier. So wat gaan ons gou gebruik vir al hierdie stotte?
Okay, so firstly we've got some garlic because you can't have prawns without garlic, right? So this is Kashmiri masala.
Kashmiri.
Masala, yes. So this masala I got from a shop called Gorima's in Durban.
Wow.
However, you can get it in
Jy
Cape
gaan
Town.
shopping aan fair?
If you're passionate about your cooking, then you're
Okay.
willing to go the lengths, right?
Okay.
Okay, so if you don't have Kashmiri masala in your kitchen, you can just use some chili powder as a replacement, and that should be good enough.
Okay. Kan ek miskien 'n bietjie cayenne ook gebruik?
Cayenne pepper, perfect.
Yes.
And you can even use some paprika as well. You know, it gives a nice red color, a nice deep red color, and it also gives good smoky flavor in it as well. So then we've got butter. We'll be using about a tablespoon of mayo.
Yes.
And that is the Mexican style mild sauce.
Het jy self dit gemaak?
No,
okay.
that I bought. It's
Goed.
actually a mochacho sauce that I like to use I like to keep it in my kitchen, and I like to use it as well in my cooking.
Okay.
And yeah, then we've got. So I have to admit, I was a bit lazy today. I wasn't up for cleaning the prawns, so I bought the prawns ready, deveined
Yes.
and deheaded. So, but it's got the shell on.
Wie gaan nou sien as ek net daai potjies al klaar sien daarso.
But
At any rate, okay.
So we've got some chicken pieces here. That is deboned thighs and drumsticks.
Ja, ek het nogal gesien sy skwaai om dit nogal te debou, nogal die thigh en die drumstick.
So what?
'n lekker stukkie. You know.
So what I found is that a lot of people like, they don't necessarily like the bone, but they don't like the dryness of the chicken fillets.
Yeah.
So it takes a little bit of work by deboning the thighs and the drumsticks.
Dan is het bietjie juicy.
You get the juicy meat, but you don't get the need to eat
Yeah,
off the bone.
okay.
And then so that will be for the prawns and the chicken. And then lastly, we've got some fish masala that goes very, very well with that recipe. Then as an add-on to the actual creamy sauce, we're going to be making the naan, which is 3 ingredients. Okay, we've got 1 cup of flour, and then we've got 1 cup of plain yogurt, and we're just going to add a bit of salt to that, and that will be and once that's done, we'll brush some butter over that, and that will be the naan that's going to go with the meal.
Okay. So nou, kyk hier, ek sien hier's niks werk vir my nie. Ek wil nou kyk wat gaan hy nou vir my gee om te doen.
So there's plenty of work to be done.
Is it?
Plenty of work to be done. So what we're going to be is I'm going to be focusing on the prawns, and Auntie Abidah is going to be
On
focusing
the
on
chicken.
the chicken.
Alright.
Exactly.
So laat ek gou hoor waarmee begin ek en wat moet ek doen?
Okay, so the first thing is we're going to marinate the chicken and the prawns.
Yeah.
Right? So in here is going to go 1 teaspoon of Kashmiri masala.
Wat is hierdie ene, nee?
That's the one.
Goed. 1 teaspoon. Kyk hier, julle kry ons altyd daai pen en papier gereed. So ek hoop julle het hom daar en kyk mooi hoeveel hy sê moet ingegooi word, nee? Is hierdie okay?
That's perfect.
1 teelepel Kashmiri.
Right, and then we've got 1 teaspoon of fish masala. So
Fish.
I'll take this.
Fish.
Fish masala. Yes.
Fish.
Fish
Okay.
masala.
Net heeltemal seker maar.
Trust me.
Geef my nog 'n lepeltjie
I apologize.
Ja.
There we go.
Of net maar gebruik.
Ja.
Okay. Fish masala. There you go. Ja. That's it. Gaan jy dan gaan ook mos dieselfde gebruik.
There we go, yes.
So, en hoeveel is hierdie?
So you're going to put in 1 teaspoon of garlic.
Okay. As dit 1 teaspoon nee, dis 'n bietjie
That's
meer.
not a teaspoon. So
Ja, maar ons gaan hom nou net
yeah,
maak.
so
man.
we'll measure it. We'll measure it.
Ons gaan
Yeah.
hom
About a
net
third of
maak.
it.
Hy's omtrent die helfte.
Yeah, that's about
That's
half.
it. That's it. Ja.
Okay.
Okay, daai is jou.
That's perfect. And then what we're going to do is just going to add half a teaspoon of salt.
O, okay, gooi vir my die sout want kyk jy ou se kwaai se peper kapotjie man.
So what we're going to do is just
Okay.
add about half a teaspoon of salt, and then we're going to mix it through.
Net so, as daai al.
That's it.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna do the same with
Selfde.
the prawns now, right? So like we're going to do the 1 teaspoon of Kashmiri masala,
Okay.
the 1 teaspoon of fish masala. We're going to do the garlic,
Ek moet vir julle sê man,
and then
ek sê dit altyd en ons vrouens kan nie kwaad raak nie. Nie sy vrou kan kwaad raak nie. Maar die mans, party mans, hulle kan te lekker kook. En dit is nou net 'n bewys. Want kyk nou die ou se lekker. Dis wat hy nou hier gaan maak. Selfde speserye, 2 verskillende disse. Hulle is slim. Nou as ek gou mag vra, Safwaan, wie het dan nou vir jou geleer om nou so lekker hierdie goedes te maak?
so I
Is it
learned.
okay?
That's
Is it
perfect.
okay?
That's perfect. Okay, so before we get into that,
Yeah.
there's one more thing we need to add is once it's nice and the masala is nice and mixed through, we're going to take some of the mild peri-peri
Hoeveel?
sauce. You're going to do about 2 tablespoons
2
in there,
tablespoons.
just to get it nice and marinated.
En dan is jou.
And then I just need some as well. Okay, so I basically learned to cook from my mom. It was almost forced upon me. Forced is a strong word. Let's say it was part of my responsibility growing up.
Okay.
And I didn't realize that I actually learned to love cooking. And the reason that we needed to learn to cook, we needed to learn to clean, we needed to
Yes.
learn to do the washing is because I was told that one of the days when I'm married, I wouldn't, I can't leave my wife to do everything. There's times she may be tired, there's times she may be working, and who's going to then hold the fort in the kitchen?
Maar nou kyk jy toe op daai ouderdom toe vir jou nog gesê word van 'n vrou toe jy ook nog seker vir jou geself gesê wat 'n vrou wat moet ek kan nou maak met 'n vrou you get what I'm saying want jy was
Exactly.
mos nou 'n bietjie jong
Exactly.
wat moet dan nou vir jou vertel van 'n vrou
Exactly. No, 100%. But I think then, my love for cooking started outweighing the resilience when it came to wanting to be married at the tender age of about 10, 11 years old.
Okay, alright. So toe sy nou regtig nou toe 'n vrou nou kry, wag, laat ek net gou vir julle sê, voor ek nou gou verder vir hom vra, bly julle gou ingeskakel. Ons is nou weer terug. Welkom terug julle. Ek gesels nog steeds hier in die kombuis saam met Safwaan en ek kan vir julle sê hy is so vol van sy skills wat hy het in die kombuis. Ek leer vir ons sommer baie hier. Die feit dat hy kan werk met 2 panne, 2 dit en 2 dat is absolutely amazing. Okay, nou Safwaan, ons het nou hier klaar die hoender en die prawns het ons nou lekker gemarineer. So wat gebeur nou?
Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to fry the prawns and the
Ja.
chicken
Yes.
in the pan separately.
Okay.
Right?
Maar sê gou vir my, sien dat ons separate gaan doen. Is daar 'n way wat 'n mens albei in een pan ook kan maak? Nee.
It depends.
Oh,
If your taste buds goes
Yeah.
towards surf and turf, and you like your chicken and your prawn in one, and then by all
Okay,
means.
alright.
But we like to keep it.
Separate.
We like to
Okay.
keep it separate. Yes. Okay.
Okay, so ek gaan met daai vir jou los dat jy met daai kante is, ek sal my hierdie kant wees.
Okay, perfect. So while I do that, so I will man the stove for now
Yes.
because where I need help is just getting our garlic naan started.
Okay, goed.
Right. So I'm going to move
So
this.
ek gaan gou vir jou topta. So nou gaan ek gou wat gebruik ek hier? Net jou meel en dan jou yoghurt en 'n bietjie sout.
That's it.
Goed. Okay. Weer eens, hoeveel meel is dit?
Okay, so there is 1 3/4 cups of self-rising flour.
Net self-rising flour.
Just self-rising flour.
Okay.
That's
En
1
hierdie?
cup of plain. That's double cream plain yogurt.
Goed. Niks na ja, net plain, hè?
Yes, just plain yogurt.
Yeah.
No particular brand. You can use full cream or double cream.
En 'n klein bietjie sout,
And
is
a
dit
bit
hierdie?
of salt.
Wat daar is.
There we go.
Net so 'n bietjie mos, né?
There we go.
Genoeg.
That's perfect. And then just get your hands dirty and start kneading that until it forms a nice ball. And in the meantime,
Joh,
I'm going to
wanneer laat ek nou weer so gemors in die sand, man? Joi.
It's been a while.
Maar ek moet sê, dit is absolutely amazing. Die feit dat 'n mens so baie dinge kan doen. En nou sien ek nou, sy is so goed agter die potte en die stoof. Maar kyk, jy sê ook vir my, kan jou vrou ook kook?
She can.
Sy kan.
Yeah, she most definitely can.
Ah.
So I think during our busy lives with her
Yeah.
working and I'm working myself,
Ja.
it's whoever has more time on the day.
Want ek wil nou net vra, wie challenge of hier nie kom is?
So I think my wife and I have a very, very different style of cooking.
Okay.
Why I like, I like her cooking because it's very homey. It's, it's on a winter's day, you want a pot of dal and rice or a pot of curry and rice. That is when I'd go to her. But on a day where we feel for pasta, or we feel for a steak, or we feel for, something a
Yes.
bit, something a bit different to the more homey
Hy's
style
'n bietjie
food.
sticky, gooi ek 'n bietjie meel. Of is hy nog
Yeah, if it's a bit sticky, then you maybe just want to add just another
klein bietjie meel.
touch of flour.
Dan kyk hier ek vra maar want hoe jy miskien nou van hou om dit te doen en hoe ek dit nou doen is ons nou twee verskillende
Yeah.
goedjies.
No, it should be.
Yeah,
It shouldn't
that's
be
what
too
I'm
sticky
asking.
because remember when we roll it out as well,
Yeah.
it needs to be a bit smooth.
Exactly. Nou sien daarom ek mors nie met ander mense se kosie. Ek laat hulle doen soos hulle dit wil hê. Ek vra my vrae. Maar in my kombuis doen ek dit mos nou soos ek dit wil hê. Maar nou sit ons nou by hulle huis en ek doen mos nou hulle kos, so ek moet nou doen soos hulle dit wil hê. Dit mos nou elkeen het mos maar sy manier. Maar Safwaan, as ek nou gou mag vra, wie het toe nou, sy het nou gepraat dan nou natuurlik van daar wat vir jou gesê gewees het dat jy moet leer en so aan en so aan. Kan jy nog onthou wat was jou eerste ding wat jy gekook het of wat jy gaar gemaak?
My first thing,
Yes.
that was
Baie jare gelede.
that was quite a long time ago. But I think the thing is, growing up, my mom
Go for
always,
me.
that's perfect.
Beter.
That's fine. That's better.
Okay. So nou, ek gaan nou die res gou vir jou los want jy weet nou wat jy verder wil doen. Ek gaan nou nie verder morse want ek wil nou kyk hoe gaan sy nou verder aan en laat mense nou sien. Wat gaan sy doen want dit is nou jou dingetjie. Hey?
We're just gonna get a faster stove going here.
Okay.
Just to get that going a bit fast. And then, yeah, to your earlier question,
Ja.
probably 2-minute noodles.
Okay.
Very likely.
Ek hoor
that.
jou. Ek hoor
But
jou.
growing up, my mom always used to tell me that I can't just eat a sandwich.
Ja.
It has to be a toasted sandwich with a fried egg sunny side,
Yes,
with
yes.
a slice of spiced beef that gets fried as well, and a piece of fried tomato with salt and pepper on it. That would be my sandwich.
Ja.
And I think I just took it from there.
Okay.
And as I grew up, I just started getting more and more into the kitchen.
Yeah.
And they always say if you can make a pot of biryani,
Ja.
then you've achieved a lot in life in the kitchen, right? So a lot later in life I got there, but I got there nonetheless.
Wel, ek moet sê dit klink bellies. Maar nou kyk ek kook dan jou vrou daarom ook saam in die kombuis partykeer of is dit maar net jy alleen of sy alleen?
So I think a lot of the times it's just either me or her, because it's cooking is also a way of it's soothing, and you're in your own space and in your own time. And there are times when we do it together and we have some fun in the kitchen, but mostly it's while I'm working or while she's working, while she's tending to the little one, I'll be in the kitchen or she'll be in the kitchen when I'm doing my thing.
Safwaan, daar is jou broodjie daar so vir jou.
Okay, that's perfect.
Jou nana staat.
So, Auntie Abidah,
Ja.
while I am looking into the prawns, would you mind just manning the chicken for me?
Ek wil.
Perfect.
Dan sê there you go.
Okay, so the thing here is we want to get it almost cooked.
Ja.
So probably about 95% cooked.
Ja.
And then we'll just remove it from the pan and then we'll cover it with the actual chicken chili sauce.
Maar ek moet sê ek hou van die kleur wat hier in die pan is met jou hoender, né? Die kleur gee dit sommer daai kan ek nou sê soos hulle mos sê jy eet met jou oë, né? Nou die kleur alleen wys sommer vir jou kyk hier ek wil vir jou eet man. Ja. Ek weet nou nie eintlik van Auntie Elsie nie, né? Maar ek kan wel sê as die kalle lyk soos dit. Dan kan Auntie Elsie mos nog nie dit eet nie. Want die kleur lyk mos nog sterk, you know. Hy's al wat ek
Abidah, weet jy waar jy iets gedrink of geëet nie? Want dit akkedeer nie met jou brein nie, hoor.
Maybe we just want to get a little bit of water in there.
Ja, dan laat ek alweer vra, wat is 'n program sonder aan die LT agter die skerm, hè? Ja. Nou Safwaan, so gaan dit nou. Elke shoot gaan dit soos dit nou agter die skerm. Jy het gesien hoe gaan die LT aan, né? Nou dit is nou hoe dit mag gaan. Maar ja, julle bly gou ingeskakel. Wanneer ons terugkom, gaan ons vir julle die laaste gedeelte wys van Safwaan se lekker kokery. Welkom terug julle. Ek gesels nog steeds saam met Safwaan in sy kombuis en ek gaan vir jou sê, hy gaan nou vir my leer hoe om sy sousie te maak, natuurlik vir die hoender en die prons wat hy gemaak het. Safwaan, waarmee begin ek gou?
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to add 1/3 of the butter in that container. We're going to put it in either of the pans, remember?
Okay, halfte.
1/3.
Maar nou wat is 1/3 nou wat? Kom nou.
So we're going to do about...
Omtrent so.
Yeah, more or less.
More than
That's fine,
this?
that's fine.
Okay. En daar ook.
And we're going to do the same, yes?
Okay.
Okay, and that butter we're going to use later on for our naan.
Okay, vir iets anders.
Okay.
Okay. So,
And then again, we're going to use 1 teaspoon of garlic, 1 teaspoon of fish masala, 1 teaspoon of Kashmiri masala.
goed. Hey, jy leer van my nou sommer om 2 panne en goedes te werk hier. So hier het ek nou jou garlic en die butter.
Okay.
Nou as ek gou maar vra Safwaan, hoekom maak jy sousie nou? Ons goedes mos nou al klaar gaar. Nou kan ons sousie.
So remember we said we want to have it nice and creamy.
Yes.
And previously we also said that this recipe is so versatile. You can have it with rice, you can have it with naan as we're doing today, you can have it with pasta. So you want a nice creamy sauce to add your chicken and your prawns back into just to finish it off. And you really want to lick your fingers when you get into there. So yeah, that's the reason we're going to make this sauce.
Alright, so wat gaan nou verder hier?
Okay, so now we're going to add 1 teaspoon of fish masala, 1 teaspoon of Kashmiri masala, and we're going to stir that through. Just give the spices a nice...
Alright. Nou kyk hier, ek het nou maar eerder vir hom gesê, hy moet nou gou hy kan werk sodat hy maar nou gou met sy eie naan maar daar werk, want ek weet nog nie presies hoe hy sy goeders wil hê nie. Ek weet hoe ek myne wil hê, so ek laat hom maar daar werk.
So we don't need to get our naan perfect round, right? We like it rugged, we like it, and I am married already, so it doesn't have to be perfect round, right?
Okay.
So yeah, so I'm just gonna do that, and no need to get a rolling pin as well. So as you just flatten it out in your hand, and that should be perfect.
Nou sien sy nou hoe kwaai sy nou al glad, né? Dat is nie eens 'n nodigheid om dit uit te rol nie. Sy plap 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 en daar trek sy hom sommer uit en daar sê sommer reg.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Alright. Nou kyk hier is jou masalatjie en jou botter en jou garlic is nou hier nog.
Okay, so that's looking good. What we're going to do is we're going to add half of the mayonnaise in each pan. Yeah.
Okay. As ek nou nie mayonnaise het, kan ek 'n ander sousie gebruik?
Yeah, anything that's tangy. You can do a garlic sauce. You can do a Thousand Islands. You can do a peri sauce.
Ja, wat se eiland?
Thousand Islands.
Ja, wie ek moet daar sê, ek hoor vandag jou woorde en goedes van kos wat ek nou nog nie eens van gehoor het nie. Maar dis reg.
Okay. So once that's in and that's cooking nicely, now we're going to add half of the mild and half in the second pan. And
Sê gou weer wat is hierdie?
that is Muchacho's mild peri sauce.
Bedoel jy nou daai kosplek?
Yes, correct. Yes.
Hallo, muchachos, julle skuld vir ons, né? Julle skuld vir ons, onthou dit net. Julle naam was hier genoem gewees. Julle moet ons sê.
Right, that's looking good. So now what we want to do now is just get a squeeze of the lemon in there.
Oh, sien lemon ook.
Yep. So we're
As
gonna,
die panne aan, ja.
yeah.
Ek wil seker maak
We
alles
can
is
just
aan.
turn that up.
Nee, trap maar goed daar.
Okay, let's turn it up
Ja,
and let's turn it up.
okay.
And that should be good. So we're going to do half.
En dan kyk jy ons derde pan is mos nou vir jou. Nee,
naan,
wat ons nou moet doen, hè? Kan julle nou sien hoe kwaai is hy? Kan julle sien? Oei! En dit is mos nou wat sy nou call die chef mense. Ons is mos maar die kombuis mense. Maar die is nou die chef mense. So kan ek die creamies ingooi?
Yeah, so you're going to take the cream and you're just going to do half. So that's about 100 mils in each pot.
So which means, okay, ek hoor wat jy sê.
Okay, so we're just going to put the naan in there. And we're
Kwaai! Maar ek moet sê,
Okay, I can take one.
nou, just kyk nou, ek het nou so lekker gewerk, man, hoe is hy dan
I'm
nou?
sorry.
Hy moes nou so wees, hè?
Thought that out.
Ek wil ook mos nou 'n service vandag, man. Safwaan, dit is so, hy vat nou sommer nou weer my lekker goed nou af, so. There you go. En dit is wat hy die kleur wil hê, Safwaan.
That's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. So,
Auntie Elsie, ek kan nou nie help as Auntie Elsie nou eintlik agter die kameras moet werk. Maar ek kan sê hier voor die kameras, of op die kameras, of wat ook al, lyk die sous daarom amazing.
Jy moet roer, Poppy, jy moet roer.
Amazing. Okay. So daar het ons naan, né? En ons wil dan nou ook nou vir die mense sê, as ons nou ook miskien nou 'n garlic naan wil maak, dan kan ons nou garlic butter en goeters en
Yeah, very, very easily. So when the naan does come out, all you want to do is take the leftover butter.
Ja,
You want to add it into the garlic pot
goed.
and pop it in the microwave for about 30 seconds. That should be fine. And once the naan is ready, take your brush and you just, place it with the butter.
Ja, gaan we. Okay. So, Juan, as ek nou gou mag vra, waarvan hou jy nou om regtig te kook in die kombuis? Wat is jou go-to dan?
I love doing chicken or lamb akne. That I find is my comfort food.
Ek nou maar net so.
That I find is my comfort food. It's my go-to. It's
Okay.
quick. You throw everything into the pot
Yes.
once you get your masalas going, and you leave it to steam, and that's it.
Ja, wie ook gaan Auntie Elsie so aan, want Auntie Elsie is 'n acne fanatic. Dat is hoekom sy nou antwoord gee daar agter die
Same
skerm.
with me.
She just loves acne. As jy net praat van acne, dan reis Auntie Elsie se ore net so groot. Maar hier is jou sousies nou.
So that's perfect. So what we're going to do now
Sit ons
is
die plare af.
we're going to keep it going.
Goed.
We're going to take our prawns and we're going to throw it back in there.
Wat gaan binne in?
Yes, that's going to go back into the sauce. Can I
Okay.
do that?
Gou en dan meng ons
And give it a nice stir through.
Okay.
Then we're going to take our chicken as well,
Gooi maar.
and we're going to add it back into there.
Daar gaat hy.
And we're going to give that a nice stir.
Absolutely amazing. Soos julle dan ook kan sien hier, as ek vandag die kok in Safwaan se huis, sy vrou sit maar daar agter die skerms, maar ek is niks geworried van haar nie. Ek van hulle kom by se oor vandag. Want hy leer nou vandag vir my hoe om te werk met 2 panne, 2 potte, wat ook al sy het nou wil noem. En ek kan vir hulle sê, ek geniet dit. So wanneer ons terugkom, gaan ons dan vir jou lekker proe. Nou ja, julle kyk net hoe lekker lyk die disse hier van Safwaan. Safwaan, sê jy eerder vir ons mense wat het hy vir ons gemaak?
Mexican chili, creamy chicken, and prawns.
Nou kan julle hoor, ek dink ek sal alles daai kan geonthou het, so dis maar reg so. Safwaan, wil jy vir my die guns doen en vir my so 'n bietjie skep en my 'n stukkie naan gee?
Sure, no problem.
Want ek kan vir jou sê, dat lyk vir julle lekker. Baie lekker. That's enough.
Maybe we can
En
put some
dan
sauce in there. Just in case it's too good.
sien julle nou. Ek sê that's enough. Hy wys my, hy gaan my nog 'n stukkie gee. Okay. En dan sal ek maar net so 'n stukkie van daai. Ek seker nog nie alles nie, maar ons vat maar die helfte
We'll
daarvan.
share it.
Okay. Ek wil nou net sê, sy sal moet saam met my share. There you go. En dan moet sy nou natuurlik, sy gaan nou die prawn mos eet, né? Want sy mos nou die prawn.
Yeah.
Kyk hier, ek wil vir julle nou net sê, Safwaan doen ook vandag vir ons die laaste episode van seisoen 31. Kan julle dit glo? 31 episodes lank as ek nou al met Auntie Elsie. Dis al wat ek gesê.
Ek resign nou.
Maar laat ek gaan die proewerk doen. Ek gaan vir julle sê wat lekker is, né? Die silamoen kry ek immediately. Lekker sierige smaak daarso. Mens kan sommer proe daai Kashmiri speserye wat hy daar gebruik het. Absolutely divine. En ek kan vir julle sê dit gee die groot verskil in die hele dis.
Definitely.
Uncle Ma, wat agter die skerm so aangaan. Auntie Elsie, Boeta Ibrahim en die res van die gehoor hierso. Ons gaan sommer nou alles doen op die. Ek kan nog nie help as julle nie kan saamproe nie, maar ons kan dit vir julle lekker lus maak. So ja, natuurlijk gaan ons lekker proe. En ek hoop jy die dag lekker geniet saam met my en Safwaan Rorick. Tot volgende keer, mooi bly, ek is Abidah Dixon, Mohamed. En volgende week gaan kuier ek vir Wasila Richards in haar kombuis.